So after last weekend, the Swansea defeat, a crushing defeat to Swansea, a complete second half collapse, we're now facing an informed Sunderland side on Friday night in front of the nation's cameras once more. Top scorers in the division, exciting young team playing attacking football and scoring lots of goals. So we've got a huge task on our hands. Player to watch for Sunderland, well, there's quite a few. They've done good business last couple of years, Sunderland. They've sold £11 million worth of talent in the summer, and they've reinvested that in quality young players and produced a really vibrant side. But one of the players that's really impressed is a player that was already there anyway from last season, albeit on loan, that they've made a permanent deal. Player to watch is Jack Clark. He's a young-looking 22-year-old. I can remember seeing him at Hillsborough the other year, actually. Thinking he looked like a spotty herb who'd just come out of school. But he's took to Championship like a duck to water. Young winger, 9 appearances this season, 5 goals. A summer signing from Spurs. They'd had him on loan the year when we got to play for semi-finals against Sunderland. Can't get an exact fee. I've seen it reported 3.5, rising up to 5 with various add-ons. Clark actually set up the equalising goal for Sunderland in that second leg at Hillsborough when they got in behind Mendes Lang. He caught the eye that night, and apparently he's improved even more so since then. Good player, Clark. Really impressed me in that semi-final at Hillsborough because he played with a freedom, and he looked like a kid playing against his mates in the schoolyard. You could see that the instruction was go out and enjoy yourself. And some players, when they've got that technical ability and you give them that licence and freedom to go and express themselves, they produce results, which is clearly what he's been doing this season. As for Wednesday, well, it's going to have to be a huge step up from what happened against Swansea. There is a small glimmer of hope, though, in that Sunday they lost to Cardiff despite dominating. As you would expect, as a young, exciting team like Sunderland, they had nearly all of the ball against Cardiff, especially at home up there at Stadium Alight. 66% of the possession, 16 shots on goal, 6 of them on target. Domination, really. And Cardiff, it was a resolute defensive performance. But they managed to nick it with a goal from Wednesday's ex-loanee Mark McGuinness. Now, make no bones about it, it's going to be an incredibly tough game. And I've got to be honest with you, there's a certain level of trepidation I've got inside me after the complete second half collapse against Swansea. But what Cardiff's result does show is, in football, as we know, nothing can be taken for granted, and you've always got a bit of hope. We know that ourselves from Peterborough last season. There's always a glimmer of hope, and you've got to cling hold of that. Hopefully we can protest in the way that we want to and make that clear to the club we're not happy how things are, but still get behind the lads when they're out there on the park. Tough game in prospect.